Hey everyone, it's Craig Roney, Remax Masters Realty here. I hope you are all keeping well, staying safe, practicing social distancing. For those of you in self-isolation or self-quarantine, wish you all the best. So I thought this week's video would be a bit different. Some of my thoughts, some observations, and some uplifting stories for you that hopefully will help during this crazy time that we are all having to deal with. So a few observations. Earlier this week, a great article came out and a video actually by a young filmmaker in Italy, Olmo Parente. Now, what he and the rest of Italy realized was they didn't take this seriously enough soon enough. And when they went into full lockdown mode, he decided to take it upon himself along with a number of other people in his film collective. And they put out a call to citizens across the country. And they asked citizens to record themselves speaking to the camera, just like I am now, and to talk to themselves from the future. So to tell themselves 10 days prior what they would be doing differently. It is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to put a link in the description down below for you. If you haven't seen it yet, do watch this because we are in that same situation that they were in, a couple of weeks ago, and we can learn from their mistakes, right? Matthew McConaughey this morning, my managing broker, Denise Salmon, put out a fantastic video, shared a video that he had put out, which is just absolutely heartwarming. He's such an amazing human being. I'll put a link to that in the description below for you as well. You should have a watch that, have a listen. It's awesome. And his message is right now we need to come together. We need to unite. We need to be kind with one another. Patient with one another, and help each other as much as possible. I live in a building, a condo building. I sit on the strata council, and one of the things that I'm doing is putting word out to everyone in the building that if anyone needs help, they don't feel comfortable going out, getting groceries or prescriptions, whatever, that give me a call, send me an email. I'll be happy to help out. So you want to look after yourself and your family as well, first and foremost. But beyond that, see what you can do to help those around you, and those in your neighborhood. Earlier this week, I was really saddened to hear my good friends Emily Ann King and Joanne Griffiths, who run Backpack Buddies, were struggling to potentially have orders filled, food come in. Thousands of kids rely upon them and their program to have food over the weekends. So if you're looking for something to do, give Backpack Buddies a call and see if you can help out in any way. My friend Mark Brand, who runs Save on Meats, along with many other companies, he's an amazing human being. And Save on Meats is also, they feed tens of thousands of people every day in the downtown east side. So there are two causes right there. If you're looking for something to do, some way to help out, give those guys a call and see if you can lend a hand in any way. I was actually just at Costco this morning.
This is the scene here at Costco today. I'm lined up. You're not allowed to go up the steps. You have to line up on this platform here and stay a few feet away from one another. So I have no idea how long it's going to take to get into the store, but here I am.
Costco has implemented some pretty incredible measures right now. I had to go there to pick up a prescription for my son who has type 1 diabetes. We needed some stuff that could only order from there. But Costco is doing an amazing job with the measures that they've implemented. There were a lot of people in the lineups who were absolutely crazy and not acting very nicely and acting inappropriately, yelling, swearing at one another for just the stupidest things. Again, be kind, be patient with one another out there. These businesses are doing the absolute best that they can to protect their employees and the public. And this is a new reality for everybody. Everybody's just got to adjust. But I said to so many people in Costco how awesome a job they were doing. You have to line up on the ramp. They can only allow a certain amount of people in at a certain time into the store. So everybody's lined up with, 2-3 meters apart, keeping some distance between one another. At the entrance, when you finally get to go in, there are people there wiping the carts down with cleansing wipes, making sure that those surfaces are clean. There are people throughout the store doing the same kind of thing. Everybody's doing an incredible job to help people continue to get the things that they need while staying safe at the same time. So if you are out there at one of these stores or any store and you have to wait a few extra minutes to get your stuff, just chill out, relax. All right? Everybody's in the same boat. And here's another tip for you. I was at Whole Foods just the other day getting some fresh produce, and I was pretty appalled at the amount of people mauling all of the fresh produce. So if you're in a store wanting to get some fresh produce, grab a bag off the roll, open it up. Do not blow into the bag to open it up. That'll defeat the purpose of what we're trying to do here. Stick your hand through that bag, grab what you need, and turn the bag inside out. Easy as that. You don't have to be touching every apple to see which one you might want to put in your bag. So there's a tip for you when you're out shopping for groceries. Thoughts on what people are doing for families. I mean, I was actually alone for the first 3 or 4 days over the weekend, last weekend. My family was headed off to spring break trip, which got canceled, cut short. I was going to leave on Monday, but of course had to change our plans. But it was eerie and lonely here for 3 or 4 days. And now that everybody's back together, it's interesting. My son is adapting. He's 14. He'd love to go out and play with his friends and hang out, but those kinds of things can't happen. I know people are still letting their kids go out, congregate, hang out together, and that's not okay. We can't take those risks. It's uncomfortable for everybody. We all have to make adjustments to what we're used to. This is something that's never happened before for any of us, and it's a lot for everybody to wrap their heads around. I get it, but we have to do it. We have to take take the measures and precautions seriously, and do what we can. Do what we can. So let me know, drop you in the comments below. Let me know what you guys are doing, what your families are doing to combat boredom. We are so lucky here in Vancouver. One of the things that we're still allowed to do is we're still allowed to go out and get some fresh air. And I was out the other day going for a walk in the morning, and it was really heartwarming to see so many families going for a run together. Families with kids as young as 5, all out for a run, getting some exercise. And here in Vancouver, we have mild temperatures, great climate, and hundreds of miles of walking trails, bike trails, seawalls, you name it. So, if you get a chance, get outside for an hour, get some fresh air, get some vitamin D on your skin, and hopefully that'll help calm the craziness for you. But let me know what you guys are up to, what kind of interesting things you have come up with. Lots of board games, I imagine. I'd like to hear that. But that's a wrap for this video for this week. As I said, I hope some of these things, like I said, some of those links to some of those uplifting stories will be in the description below. Go watch them. They're really, really cool. And we'll speak to you soon. Take care and have a great day. Bye.